Live, and we are running some test server. So they're putting in the, or they're testing out these new, get out of my way, these new bots here. Another lineup they're bringing out, some primo bots. And these ones are dragons. They're pretty swell. They're pretty cool. So we got the I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce them. We've got a light, a medium, and a heavy version. They seem to be doing trios like that pretty regular now. So that's pretty cool. And each one of them has their own sort of ability. So let's check that out really quick here. Um, they all have this sort of drifting, gliding, almost flight capability. Um, you know, in conjunction with their dragon-like appearance and stuff like that. So, and this one comes with a rocket launcher. Fires off a whole bunch of rockets on a given target. They're fairly accurate, actually, a lot like Hydras. And so I've gone ahead and paired them up with some Hydras here. Um, well, get out of my way, I say it. Then we got this heavy version. The heavy version also has a glide capability. This one actually goes stealth though, and incorporates a flamethrower as its built-in weapon. It's pretty cool, very much like a dragon. Pretty crazy to see it flying across the board. And probably my favorite of the three, but that's just a personal opinion. So, gets two heavy slots, just like a Carnage, which is alright. You can see how they're starting to, kind of update the older lineups of bots, in a sense, for all the primo players here. So, and then we got a light version, which is a lot like a Blitz. Now I said Invader in the last cap of these, but I was wrong. It is the Blitz. So it's a lot like a Blitz, except that it's got a glide and an electroshock feature, which is very similar to the Scourge. So it's pretty cool. Doesn't have any stealth or anything like that, though. Let's check this out really quick. Oh, right. I don't understand that, unfortunately. So I don't know if it's got any um, damage reduction or anything, but it definitely doesn't have stealth. And this one here does have a damage reduction going on, from what I understand, in its flight pattern. So basically, I've got a couple of setups here using these primo bots, and then I've gone ahead and set up another hangar here with what I could put together of the remaining parts to try and take out that line. I think I'll actually change this Nemesis here. But basically I want to see, just how much of a game changer these new ones are. And so we'll go ahead and test them out on both sides there. Let's make sure that we are properly tagged up here. Name already exists. Name already exists. Name already exists. Maybe the names that you've used stay on the server, and so you can't use them again. I'm not sure, but it's kind of weird. So it's kind of disappointing that I can't. Sure, okay, whatever. Anyway, I'll have to think of some creative things to do about that. But for now, we shall dive right into battle because that's what y'all are here to see. You don't want to see me typing in names and stuff like that. You want to see the raw battle footage. So we'll go ahead and see if we can't bring you some here. I am tempted to put on the mad music mix in the background. We might end up doing that in between the next matches here. But for now, we're talking about dragons, right? That's what we're here about, is the dragons. And so, yeah, like I said, we got three different versions. We got a medium, a light, and a heavy one. And like I say, I like the heavy one the most, but that's just personal opinion. Just having that stealth ability coming in at you with 3 flamethrowers or 2 heavies and something else, it's just pretty crazy. So let's go ahead and toss up some dragons into this match here. What should we start off with? I'm gonna start off with the Aljun. I don't know. Don't ask me to pronounce these properly, because I am definitely not Japanese. So that is actually the medium version there. That's the rocket fire from the medium version. It's pretty crazy. And pretty accurate, like almost more accurate, I think, than the Hydras. So something to be. Well, I only got 500 meters. Something to be aware of. There. Oh, now he's gonna hit me with it. No, you don't. Nice try, Brown Eyes. I am locked. What? Yeah, I'm locked down. Alright, so by the way, I'm trying some alternatives to my audio situation here. So hopefully we'll get some decent balance in terms of volume. I'm trying to figure out a workaround in terms of my mic situation, which seems to be a bit of an issue in recording. And yes, I hear it too. You guys aren't the only ones. So, ooh! They've moved the ability button. I like. Much better. Let's give this a second here. Oh, no, no, they haven't. No, they haven't. No, ooh, yes, please, thank you. Yes, please, thank you. Okay, don't shoot at them. You see that purple indicator there? Whoa, I'm even hitting him still. You see that purple indicator there in terms of shield? Don't hit that, because you're just multiplying the damage output that he has potential for. Let's try a light version here. Yeah, so those are the Pantheon version, the new bots that came out a couple weeks ago, I guess, and their shield actually absorbs damage and then returns it in that return fire. So you definitely don't want to be shooting at them when you see that purple shield indicator. It's a very dangerous thing. Let's see, where do I need to go here? I need to go this way. I'm going to try and creep around the side here, because I do have some medium range ability, both with the built-in and the weapons I've equipped, so we're going to try and make use of that here. Ooh, who are you? Whoa, whoa, I got stuck. Oh, good, we won. Now I'm going to go ahead and throw myself into a couple of situations where I use only the built-in weapons, so that we can actually kind of see what damage the built-in weapons themselves are doing. Because otherwise, you're trying to like eyeball, and guess the difference and all that. So let's just see how powerful those built-in weapons are. And I'm going to cycle through a couple of bots pretty quick here. I'm not really going to worry about whether I get taken out or not, because I really want to put these things to the test. So let's start off with the shotgun light version here. Let's see. So I believe that this has a range of 600 meters, 500 perhaps, with its built-in weapon. It's very similar to the Scourge. I'm not sure if it does increase damage as you get closer, but let's just see what kind of damage it does do first of all. Here, let's pick a target. We got some hydrofire coming in. Alright, and we're hitting strictly with... I've got lockdown. I got lockdown. That did nothing. That showed us nothing. So much lockdown. Alright, let's try that again. It's kind of difficult to get a clean shot on this side. So maybe we'll go over to the other side here. What do we got here? 650. 600. Oh, we got some people running across the field. That's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for. Some medium range, long range targets. Come to Papa. Alright. Here we go. Let's see. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? Woo! Took a nice little chunk off of him there. Yeah, I took a couple of nice little chunks off of him there. I'm going to kick these in now because we're about to get destroyed. Alright, so that's not too bad. You know, like if you're able to find angles and use it as a medium range support bot, like it does, like that thing was taking some decent chunks. You know, and that was, I made a point, that was strictly, ooh, we got incoming. We've got incoming. He's about to land. There we go. Let's see, what do you got? Looks like you gotta have some line of sight going on. You definitely have to be like crosshairs on for them to fire, which is interesting. Makes it a little more challenging to get that damage in. Yeah, no, I don't want to do this anymore. Come on. Get rid of him here. Alright. Let's try that again. So he's behind cover, and I'm still able to hit him. I didn't end up using the full round of rockets on him. Got switched between a couple of targets trying to figure out what I wanted to hit there. So that was my own fault. But let's take out... come on. Targeting. Targeting. Yeah, alright, fine. Shielded. Let's go for this guy here. It's behind cover. Waiting for that regenerate. So that's all right. So you got some time, there's some cooldown time there. So you know, you're not gonna go crazy on this thing by any stretch. Let's take him out here. Okay, looks like we got a 500-meter range, by the way. So something to be aware of there. I'm stuck on something. Oh, one thing I did notice in the last test server with these is that the tail was getting hung up quite a bit. You know, which kind of sucks. Hate getting stuck. Where are you? But alright, so let's go ahead and hit up some of this heavy action here. I put some Vipers on here because I thought it was a pretty good setup the last test server. So we're gonna try it out again here. Vipers having 500-meter range, so you can get in. You can start working them from farther back, and you know, break them down a bit before you get to them, eh? Which is kind of nice. Uh-oh. So I gotta dance with this guy because he's the only target I found. And now I'm stuck reloading. Come on. Come on. He's standing right underneath me, man. That was good. That was smooth. Because he stood right underneath me, so I couldn't actually get a clean shot at him. Huh. Well, I'm a little rusty right now, apparently, so we're going to go ahead and give these a couple more practice runs. Get myself warmed up here. Because, obviously, I'm not really playing the greatest right now. But the only way to drop that is to get a couple more rounds in. So I'm going to go ahead and play something a little more closer to my standard play here. Something I'm a little more familiar with. Now, this is not my lineup. This is a lineup that I built. But something to play around with. But it's something a little more familiar for me. So this is a domination match. I do have to keep that in mind here. It's important to remember what you're doing, what your roles are, what you're there for. Oh, he has that, uh-oh. I'm in trouble. Let's work on this guy here. Because he's going to be a little bit annoying back there. Bam! Now, I'm not even doing full damage. I actually ran this on the live server for a while. This was really fun. But unfortunately, I have to balance my line, and so things have to change sometimes. He put himself in stealth mode there because he didn't want to die. But this is a really fun and somewhat dangerous setup. I really enjoy playing it. I haven't even used stealth yet. Whoops. Whoop. Someone's getting a little angry. Where's Stealth Boy? There you go. Bam! I can't do everything from here, though, guys. Come on now. Y'all gotta put in a little effort, too. I'm gonna find a new angle here. I'm watching for this guy. This is the guy I want. Bam! 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 Oh, he's got heal ups. Ah, swing and a miss. Alright, well, I think I'm about done with this sort of long range action here, because my bot's about toast, and 2 of these things isn't really doing all that much anymore. So let's go ahead and switch into our Rhino. And we're going to take this guy down. Oh. Yes, I saw. Some shield breaker here to open it off with. You got me on it out now. So the bridge is actually acting as cover for him, which is kind of cool. We're gonna Alright, now this lag is definitely not my connection, so oh, whoops. Sorry, I thought I was running the Nemesis there. That was my fault altogether. I was not paying attention. There was some ringing in the background that I don't know what it was. So far, so good. Uh-oh. You see that purple there? Yeah, that's... You see how I got out of his way? Because I didn't want any part of that? Why has he still got shielding? Why do you still have shielding? That was redunculous. Anyway, this is the bot that I thought I had last time. So, let's see what we can do here. 500 meters. And we're just going to walk in on him. Okay, he should drop out in a second here. Done. Like dinner. Okay, he's kind of lagged out, it seems. But, this has been a pretty laggy kind of board, so... Not entirely surprised. Let's put that shield up again. I'm going to try and get in his way here. Bam, 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 bam. I didn't get a full hit on this guy. Go ahead and drop that shield. How? Oh, I see. He was right up inside of that shield. Alright. So it seems like a lot more of that stealth visibility thing, the quantum radar, is going to be kind of important as time goes on, which is unfortunate because that means that other stealth-based bots are going to be affected by it. Like, I really think it's cool, and it does, you know, it kind of gives balance to the Mercury, for sure, in a sense. Being able to drop in with some heavy weaponry like that's really cool, but, you know, a lot more people are going to try and counter that with that quantum radar, and, you know, that's going to make other stealth bots more vulnerable. Something to consider. Excuse me, but let's go ahead and drive back in. Y'all don't want to see the hangar, y'all want to see the action. So we'll keep going for it here. I'm going to go ahead back into the Dragons hangar, and we'll play around with that again and give it another test now. I'm starting to warm up a little bit here. So maybe we'll do a little better now. No, if I do it now, it's going to dump me out of the queue. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah. One moment, please. One more thing, because that would get annoying really quick there. Alright, as I was saying, let's dive back into this. Pull out them dragons again. Now this is kind of a ranged battle, so let's go ahead and try this out here. Again, we're going to go ahead and test the weapon itself in terms of damage output. And what kind of potency it actually has, and then we'll go ahead and play with the weapons as well, but we want to do that. We want to see just kind of what kind of damage we're giving out here. So let's go ahead and find our first victim. At 600. And closing. Most people do. Wow, everyone's locked down. What? Oh, that is nuts. That is nuts. Okay, so what he did is he used his active module there. And, well, we can't touch him. Can't touch him. Why am I stopped? Can't touch him. He used his active module there with a shock train. And actually locked down the entire team. Which is crazy. Alright, so here we go. There. Well, he was also getting fired upon by this guy here, so that didn't work out so well. Let's take this guy down. Alright. 1. Can we find a target? Can we find a target? There's a target. No, he went into stealth. And he's got his shields up. Oh no. Alright. Well, that sucks. We'll need something a little more close range here. So let's go ahead and pull out the fire-breathing fire breather here. Because that ought to be fun. One. Oh, and he dropped. Alright. Now this time we're going to go in and we're going to go in with just the built-in weapon. And we'll see how it does here. 2, 1. There we go. Now, this does have an added corrosive damage to it, somehow. Damage over time effect, but we did just manage to take out a quarter of an Lancelot with just the built-in weapon. Kind of creepy. Alright, now apparently I don't get any active modules with this guy. He's got fangs out. Oh crap, he's got fangs out. Watch out for him. Watch out for him. He's also got fangs out. I'm done here. Fangs out. Got him at least. So it seems as though the Pantheon bots are actually the ones that are causing the most havoc here on the board. You know, I'm seeing a lot of the heavy dragons flying about. Again, that is going to push people to use quantum radar, but I'm seeing a lot more action with the Pantheon bots, to be honest, in terms of replies. So, yeah, I don't know, because, you know, like, I'm trying to get some cold hard facts in terms of how it's going to affect the live server, and, you know, I'm kind of, you know, I'm in Experts League, I play some Diamonds League, you know, I play some Gold League, and so, you know, seeing how that works, and I have actually seen some Pantheon bots down in the Silver and Gold Leagues, which is pretty crazy. But I know how they work, and so they don't really bother me so much. I've got a death match going on. What better? Again, we'll take out these dragons here. I'm going to start here with the medium style one. We've got some Hydras on here, and basically what I want to do is I want to pair the Hydras with the built-in rockets, and try and give that support bot kind of feel. So here we go, we've got our first victim. I'm going to lock on here. And this is just the built-in weapons. Yeah, I did start to fire the Hydras and then I realized. So that's not too bad. I didn't really see what this guy's flying yet, but okay, he's got the same thing I do, which really doesn't have all that many, all that much hit points. I think it's like the same as a Griffin. So all in all, the rockets with this aren't actually that bad. They do give a boost to your damage output, and they are pretty good at seeking out opponents, but they're definitely not a game breaker. Go ahead and let everything reload. Okay, and 500 meters is the range for these built-in rockets. I definitely didn't hit anything there. So that's alright. They're pretty good. I like them. I like the fact that they're not too powerful. They're fairly well balanced. Now this is the same guy I was trying to hit with the Hydras. Can these rockets hit him? not so much. Okay. That's cool. I wanted to switch bots anyway here. So there's the medium style one. Let's go ahead and run that lights again. This is a line of sight, so I have to be line of sight here. But, oh, Pantheon bot, drop. I don't want to, oh, he's got me on lockdown too. That's not cool. Whew, barely survived that. See, yeah, Pantheon bots are going to be the go-to to counter these dragons. But really, quite frankly, I don't want to test the Pantheon bots because I don't really have access to the Pantheon bots. And I want something that I can tangibly see, you know, what is it doing. So that was alright. That wasn't too bad. Again, it was fairly balanced in terms of damage output. It's not too powerful, but it does do something. So yeah, all in all, it's pretty good. I think they worked fairly hard on balancing these. Thank you very much. I wanted to change. I think they worked fairly hard on trying to balance these things so that you know, they're pretty fair. So let's go ahead and take down this dragon here. Again, this is just the built-in weapon, nothing more. And we got about a third of him down. Almost half by the time the corrosion effect was over. So that was pretty good. That's the built-in flamethrower. And I was stealth that entire time, which is why it's kind of dangerous. Ooh, he's got that thing, hey? Ooh, I'm done. Really busy around here. I'll start back here, and we're going to go ahead and hit up some ranged activity again. What are we looking at? Alright, we got some 500 meters. I gotta try and play a little smarter now because our team is almost dead. Now, I've just been kind of pushing the envelope with these things, trying to see, you know, how potent they are, actually. Whoa, watch him. Stop firing, no. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. Yeah, I think paired with the Vipers, this one's pretty cool. Whoa, there, them Vortex again. This guy is nuts with this Vortex thing, man. So let's go ahead and take care of that little problem. Yeah, alright. So this hasn't been the best. Whoa, there we go, some more Pantheon bots. Alright, watch out for that Pantheon bot. Don't fire on it. Wait for his shield to drop. And then move in. Wow. Wow. That guy, man. That guy. Alright, well, that wasn't the best of test runs. I'm sorry. My game is not on, and someone is waiting to hook up with me. We'll play some PUBG here in a bit. So, with that, I will throw up a video clip as well, and we'll show off these bots a little more. I want to run one more. See, the thing is I want to run some PUBG, and my battery's toast, so I really should be charging, but I'm not. Anyway, we'll run one more round here. This one will be a more of an old school line, and we'll just have a little fun here. Let's start off with some Mercury. And I will try and play with the charger plugged in, so again, we won't have the best of gameplay, but we'll have a little more fun before we go. So yeah, I think these bots are pretty cool. This new lineup of dragons, I'm really digging it. I think they did go a long way to try and keep them balanced, and I appreciate that. You know, the Pantheon bots may be a little too powerful. You know, that's still up for that's still up for debate, but let's see if we can't get a jump on him. Not quite, but we can take him out. More rockets coming in from behind. Rockets everywhere. Actually, that felt like dragon fire, but I'm not entirely sure. You want to help me with this guy? Come on, man. Pay attention, man. What we paying you for? Alright. Now, this isn't exactly the best, or what I would set up Rhino as, but given as we only get a certain amount of some of the more fun toys, I don't really have all of the things I would like to have to set up this Rhino. Oh, Pantheon bot. Oh, crap. He's gonna bust my shield at the very least. Oh, die. How do you have stealth, man? I'm about to die. Yeah, that's cool. Alright, well, let's see. Let's play some Nemesis. No, I set this up as a Russian death button, because it balances with the built-in weaponry. Again, I try and use the built-in weaponry as kind of a gauge as to where my build should be geared towards. So, let's see, I've got some range on him. Do I have an angle? No. Alright, what are you? Yeah. Use some heal ups here while I got a minute. Toast. Toast. That Ares, man. That Ares. Alright, this is almost over, so we're going to have to use some range here. Hopefully I got enough time to get a couple of shots off. Bam! Alright. Well, it's been fun hanging out, guys. You know, good luck to y'all out there on the battlefield. Remember, if you maintain your role, if you do your job properly, and if everyone on your team does the same, then amazing things can happen. You know, also, you know, keep in mind, you guys should learn about these new bots, even if they're not going into your hangar. You should definitely know what's coming onto the board, and you know, be aware of them so that you can avoid, you know, being caught off guard. So with that being said, with that being done, I think we're gonna call it for now. Have a good night, ladies and gentlemen, and we'll see you again here. Tribal Links signing off.